You don't need to say it 1,000 times. You don't need to chase, affirm, or beg. There is a single sentence that ends all waiting. Neville called it the final command, a line that seals creation once and for all. It isn't a mantra. It isn't a repetition. It's a moment of truth between you and your imagination. When you say it, truly say it, the world rearranges itself. Because reality isn't waiting for effort, it's waiting for a decision. You'll hear that sentence tonight, and if you dare to feel it, money will no longer be a distant idea. It will become the air around you. But before you can speak powerfully, you must enter the stillness that listens, the silence before the word. So breathe. Turn your attention inward and step into chapter 1. There's a space that exists before sound, before thought, before desire even forms a name inside you. Neville called this space the womb of creation. It's where everything begins, not in action, not in work, but in quiet awareness. You have felt it before, that heavy stillness before something changes, the seconds before the phone rings, the moment just before you say yes, that invisible tension, pregnant with possibility. That is where the creative power lives. Not in the noise of wanting, but in the peace of knowing. Right now, your mind may be restless, thinking about bills, numbers, timelines, wondering when money will come, how it will come, if it will come at all. But listen closely, that restlessness is the voice of disbelief, and disbelief cannot create. So tonight, before you speak the sentence, you must enter stillness, the kind of stillness that doesn't need proof. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose, slowly. Feel the air move through your body. Let your breath remind you, you are not chasing life, you are life. In this silence, you are not a person hoping for change. You are the awareness imagining the person. You are the source. Neville once said, "Be still and know that you are God." He didn't mean worship some distant deity. He meant, know that creation begins in you. So right now, don't try to fix your circumstances. Don't repeat affirmations. Don't push against reality. Instead, observe. Feel the space around you, the air, the room, the weight of your body. Notice that everything is still responding to your attention. Your awareness itself is shaping the field. You might feel chills. You might feel calm. You might even feel resistance. A voice whispering, "This can't be true." That's the voice of the old state, the identity that thinks it must earn abundance. But creation doesn't reward effort. It responds to being. So in this chapter, you are learning to be still, because stillness is the throne of command. Imagine standing before a vast ocean. No waves, no wind, just a perfect mirror. That's your consciousness when it's ready to create. Every ripple in that ocean becomes a reflection in the outer world. Now, imagine a single word falling into that silent water. One drop, one sentence, and the ripples spread across infinity. That's how a single command changes your world, not because it's loud, not because it's repeated, but because it's spoken from stillness. Most people never reach that silence. They fill it with worry. They fill it with trying. They fill it with noise. But you are learning the ancient secret of Neville's work. Silence is the signal that you are ready. When you stop searching for the manifestation, you start embodying it. You become the cause, not the effect. And in that shift, money, opportunities, encounters, they begin to move toward you. Because you have already become the version of yourself who commands reality effortlessly. So tonight, before you say the sacred sentence, you will not ask, you will decide. You will rest your mind in that ocean of calm certainty. You will feel the end, the result already done. And from that feeling, you will speak, because the silence before the word is the birthplace of all creation. And now that you have entered it, you are ready to hear what Neville called the command of imagination. You have entered the silence. Now you will bring form into vision. This is where the true power lies, not in hope, not in wanting, but in imagining what is already done. Neville taught that creation is not in striving, it is in seeing. And the image you carry, the inner scene, is the command you issue to the invisible. You are not visualizing what you lack. You are reliving what is eternally yours. When you hold an image in your psyche as if it already exists, you are no longer asking fate to cooperate. You are telling destiny what it must become. So now, in your mind's eye, imagine the scene that implies your financial abundance. Don't just picture money arriving. Imagine you, calm, serene, receiving it. See the details, the room, the light, the textures, the voices, the sounds. Sense the weight of the currency in your hand, or the click of a deposit arriving. Feel the shaking of your body when you realize it's real. Hear the voices congratulating you. Taste the air of that moment. But this is not daydreaming. This is active creation. You are placing an order into the fabric of existence. The more vivid, the more tactile, the more saturated with feeling, the sharper the command. As you hold this scene, you must forget the how. Your inner job is not to figure out logistics. It is to persist in the vividness of the finished scene, because the invisible doesn't respond to method. It responds to clarity, to the image that demands completion. You might feel a trembling in your core. Your body might shift. Sometimes resistance arises. What if it's never real? What if I deceive myself? Let those doubts pass through. They are echoes of the old identity which fears. You observe them, but you don't entertain them. Let your imagination burn brighter. Let it become the single thought you carry. Let it consume the night's attention. Let it become the only truth your consciousness entertains. Neville said, "Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled." This is your command. Assume, not hope, not pray, not beg. Assume. Your assumption is the engine of change. And now, with every fiber of your being, you merge with that image. You don't watch it. You are it. You embody the moment in which the abundance is not coming. It is already your present state. Here, in this sacred space between silence and speech, you prepare the ground for your command. You anchor yourself in the scene. You feel it in every cell. You let the body respond, goosebumps, tears, wave of release. You let your heart accept it fully. This image is your signature on existence. It is the blueprint the invisible will follow. When the image is pure, free of doubt, free of how, it becomes irrepressible. So you hold it, you bathe in it, you make it your only truth at this moment. And then, deep in that state, you prepare your lips, you ready your voice, because the command you will utter must emerge from this living image, from the vividness, the clarity, the unwavering certainty. You don't need more. You don't need more words. You don't need stronger force. You need the scene. You need the feeling of it already done. When you hold that, you are ready for the sentence that seals it. You have seen it clearly. You have merged with it. It lives in your nerve endings. It pulses through your cells. Now you wait for the moment when your voice will speak the command, because you are no longer asking, you are declaring. When you speak, the invisible will answer. Before the word can shape the world, the feeling must ignite it. You've seen the image, you've entered the silence. Now you must feel the truth of what you have created, because words without emotion are empty, and emotion without direction is chaos. But when feeling and word merge, the universe has no choice but to obey. Neville once said, "Emotion is the secret." He wasn't speaking of excitement or noise. He meant that sacred trembling, the invisible pulse that says, "It is already mine." That's the frequency of creation. It's not loud. It's not dramatic. It's deeply calm. A confidence that doesn't need to prove itself. And that's the emotion you must reach now. Close your eyes again. Imagine that scene, the one you built before. See it in full color. Now breathe into it. Let it move from your mind to your chest. Let your heart begin to believe. You might feel a tightness, a wave of disbelief. It's normal. It's the resistance of the old self, the self that survived by waiting. But you are no longer waiting. You are deciding. Now, let the image begin to breathe with you. Each inhale, draw the scene closer. Each exhale, release the doubt. Let yourself feel the gratitude you would feel if it had already happened. Not pretend gratitude, not performance. Real gratitude. The kind that makes your body soften. You see the message appear, the payment received, the debt erased, the abundance moving through your life with quiet ease. And as you feel that, something inside you changes. It's not hope, it's recognition. You are remembering who you are, the one who commands, not requests. Now, listen carefully. Every emotion carries a vibration. Fear contracts, doubt freezes, but faith expands. So expand now. Widen your energy field with a single breath. Feel it. From your heart, through your arms, through the space around you. Let that energy glow like a soft golden light expanding in all directions. You are no longer a body hoping for wealth. You are the source from which abundance flows. That light you feel, that warmth, that peace, that's the exact frequency of manifestation. It's not something you fake. It's something you remember. Neville said, "You must feel the wish fulfilled until it becomes natural." This is that moment. You are practicing naturalness. You are dissolving the distance between wanting and being. So now, let the emotion rise gently, not in tension, but in surrender. Let your body relax. Let your mind quiet. And in that soft stillness, let your heart whisper the silent truth. It is done. Don't rush to say it yet. Feel it first. Feel the peace that follows those words, the relief, the finality. Imagine how it feels to no longer need, to no longer chase, to no longer hope, just to know. That emotion, that deep certainty, is the fire behind the word. When you finally speak the sentence, it will not come from your throat. It will rise from your being, from the same place your breath begins, from the center of creation itself. And when you say it once, the field will shift. You won't have to force it. Reality will begin to rearrange itself quietly in your favor, as if it was always waiting for that single note to be struck. This is the vibration of fulfillment, the golden current that Neville spoke of. It's the emotional signature of, "It is done." Stay here for a moment. Breathe inside it. Let the peace deepen. Let gratitude replace effort. And when you open your eyes again, you will know that nothing is missing. You have already spoken creation. Even before the words are said, you have seen it, you have felt it. Now comes the test. Not a test of effort, but of faith. This is the turning point, the razor's edge where imagination becomes fact, where the invisible begins to breathe through matter. Every great creation, every miracle, every manifestation has passed through this same silent moment, and now it's your turn. Breathe slowly. Let the air move through you like golden light. Every inhale, gather certainty. Every exhale, release the last trace of doubt. Your heartbeat is steady. Your mind is quiet. The image is alive inside you. You are standing in the finished scene, not as a dreamer, but as the one who remembers. You already know how it ends. You can feel it, and so the universe listens. Neville said, "You do not command with force, you command with acceptance." That means you don't push the world to move. You assume that it already has. You relax into the truth of it. And that relaxation is your authority. So now, imagine the world around you responding to your inner word. Every atom, every vibration, every circumstance awaiting your tone. You are about to speak not as a human, but as the divine consciousness that creates worlds. Now, let the phrase rise within you, not from your mind, but from your being. Feel it forming, as if it's been waiting for you to remember. And when you're ready, speak it. It is done. Say it once, not twice, once. Because when the Creator speaks, the command is final. You don't need to repeat. You don't need to doubt. You don't need to look for proof. The proof will come. You have sealed creation with a single vibration. Now stay silent. Let the words sink into the field. Let them echo beyond sound, into the deep fabric of your reality. You may feel something, a wave of heat, a chill through your arms, a sudden peace that wasn't there before. Don't question it. That's the field adjusting. That's reality rearranging around your declaration. You've just moved from the state of asking to the state of having. And that shift, unseen, quiet, final, is the true miracle. From this moment on, you never repeat the command. You never beg again. You live as if, you walk as if, you think as if, because it's already done. Neville called this the Sabbath, the rest after creation. When you've said the word, you rest, not because you're lazy, but because it is finished. You no longer plant seeds. You wait for the harvest you already know is growing, so breathe again. Whisper it in your heart. It is done. Let those 3 words dissolve into stillness. Let them sink into your subconscious like roots spreading through fertile soil. This is the moment reality changes paths. The unseen rearranges itself. The timeline shifts, and the version of you who begins to draw your body toward their world. That's how it works. That's how it's always worked. Now, open your eyes. Look around you. It may look the same, but it isn't. You have spoken into the field. You've issued the final command, and everything you see is now under the law of your word. You don't chase it anymore. You become it. From this second forward, you walk differently. You think differently. You vibrate differently. You have crossed the line between desire and fulfillment, and all you must do now is live in peace. The moment of command has passed, and the world has already obeyed. It is done. It has been spoken. The command has been released. The universe has heard you. Now you enter the state of wealth, the state of, not the chase for wealth, not the hope for it, but the quiet awareness that it already flows through you, because wealth is not an amount, it's a state of being. It's the air of someone who knows that supply and self are one. You are that now. When Neville spoke of money, he never spoke of numbers. He spoke of states. He said, change the state, and everything attached to the old one must disappear. So you no longer try to earn abundance. You breathe it. You radiate it. You walk through the world as if the energy of wealth moves through every step you take. Look around you, even in the quiet of your room. Feel the richness of the air, the comfort of your breath, the stillness that holds you. This, right now, is the vibration of sufficiency. It's the frequency that money recognizes. The state of wealth doesn't think, will I have enough? It thinks, everything I touch expands. It doesn't worry about opportunities. It creates them through vibration. So as you walk tomorrow, or speak, or rest, carry yourself as the wealthy one. Let your tone be calm. Let your movements slow. Let your energy fill the space around you. Because people, situations, and resources respond to energy, not effort. Now imagine this. You walk into a room, and without a word, people feel it. They feel something radiant, grounded, magnetic. That's not confidence, that's conscious wealth. It's the quiet power of someone who knows they are already supplied. That's who you are now. Wealth begins with a single decision, to stop vibrating lack. You've already made that decision when you said, it is done. So now you rest inside that knowing. You spend from that knowing. You speak from that knowing. You don't wait for the evidence. You are the evidence, because when consciousness changes, matter must obey. it has no choice. Remember this: money is not coming to you, it is coming from you. Every time you imagine, every time you believe, every time you feel enough, you expand the field of receiving. The outer world simply mirrors what your inner world assumes to be true. So assume the highest truth, that abundance is your natural condition, that the universe cannot withhold what you already are. Neville said, "To be rich in consciousness is to be rich in fact." That's not metaphor, it's law, and now you live by that law. You wake in the morning not to seek, but to express wealth through peace, through gratitude, through giving without fear. When you pay, you don't lose, you circulate, you move energy through the infinite. When you receive, you don't feel surprise, you feel recognition, because of course, you already declared it done. That's how wealth behaves, that's how abundance thinks, that's how creation flows through you. Right now, in this very second, you can feel the new rhythm of your life, slow, confident, effortless. You have stepped into a different timeline, one where supply never ends, where every need meets you before you even ask, because your word, your command, has rewritten the code of your reality. You have become the state that abundance recognizes as home. So stay in this awareness, breathe it, walk in it, rest in it. And when thoughts of doubt return, when the old voice whispers, maybe nothing happened, you will smile. Because you know better now. You've felt the shift, you've spoken the sentence, and once spoken from truth, creation cannot be undone, it only unfolds. This is the state of wealth, a calm heart, a steady mind, a quiet certainty that every desire is already fulfilled in consciousness. And consciousness is the only cause. You don't force it, you don't rush it, you live it. From this moment forward, every breath you take will echo the command. It is done. The words have been spoken, the command has been sent, and now all that remains is silence. But this silence isn't emptiness. It's fulfillment. It's the sound of reality rearranging itself to match what you've already declared. You are no longer the one who wants. You are the one who has, the one who imagines and knows. Neville once said, "You are not the servant of your world, you are its creator." And tonight, you have remembered that truth. You didn't ask the universe to give you something. You spoke as the universe itself. And that is why things must now move. They're already moving. Tiny shifts, invisible alignments, threads of synchronicity beginning to weave. You won't need to push, you won't need to force. Your only work now is to rest in the knowing, rest and receive. Look back at what you did tonight. You entered the silence, you built the image, you felt the emotion, you gave the command. You became the state. That sequence is creation itself. It's how the infinite dreams into form. And because you've lived that dream consciously, you've already set in motion everything you've been waiting for. So let the outer world take its time. Let it arrive in ways you can't predict. Let it surprise you. But never doubt it. Never undo your word with worry or impatience. Remember, when the Creator says it is done, there is no how, there is only unfolding. You are now walking through the echo of your own command. Every conversation, every coincidence, every moment of ease that finds you is the field reflecting back your authority. So walk gently, speak slowly, think richly, and live as though the world is listening, because it is. When you wake tomorrow, don't go looking for signs. Be the sign. Be the evidence that it worked. Move with calm confidence. Spend with joy. Expect goodness as naturally as you breathe, because the shift has already happened within you, and what happens within must appear without. You are the silence before the word. You are the word itself, and now you are the echo that carries it into form. It is done. It was always done. If this message awakened something in you, if you felt the field move as you listened, take a moment to write, "It is done." in the comments. That's not just engagement, it's a public declaration to your future. And if you want to walk deeper into Neville's hidden techniques, subscribe now. Each new video here is another key to conscious creation. Stay connected, stay still, stay powerful. Because from this moment on, everything you imagine is already obeying your word. It is done.